Bruno. I left my chauffeur hat at home.
Okay.
But I'm trying to be like Mr. Smooth Driver. So this is what happens when I get given a car by Autotrader, a tank of gas, and a celebrity that I absolutely love to hang out with and have a chat with. And what happens off the back of that chat? Well, you get to see it all.
I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and I can vouch for people with mental health. There can be light at the end of the tunnel.
So I'm behind the wheel of another gorgeous car, and today I'm driving a Bentley. Now these are generally driven by people who are that bit more established, people who have sold their business for gasquillions and now just want to enjoy life and enjoy a comfortable ride. And this is definitely comfortable, and it's been picked by a man who enjoyed this when he first found success. I can't wait to share the car with him because I'm sitting a little bit taller, and I'm gonna need to because I'm sharing the car today with big Frank Bruno. How's it going, Frank? Good to see you, mate. Sorry, they don't make the Bentley doors like they used to.
No. You're right.
Lovely to
Nice
meet you,
one,
mate.
sir.
Oh, I am so pleased to have you in the car. And thank you for
very
picking a
much.
Bentley. Look at this.
Cheers, yeah. Nice.
I'll take it. It's nice. Can I keep it at the end
I'll
of
rent
this?
it out to you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Give you a good rate.
Oh man, do you know what? I've been so excited about today because you know, you're one of those people that has been in my life at a distance for as long as I can remember. You know, in the growing up in the 80s and 90s, there were a few people that everybody in the UK loved, and one of them was you. You know, and it was such a lovely thing to sort of, with my entire family, my uncles and everyone around the telly watching you fight, and you know, you had an incredible history and an amazing record as well. What's it actually like being at this point where you're looking back on a career and thinking, you know, the entire country knows me, has cheered me on, and I'm sort of, you know, I'm a part of everybody's hearts here in the UK.
It's a nice thing, you know what I mean? You've always got to keep your feet on the ground, just be grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm happy, you know. I went to school, got expelled from school, got sent to a ball stool, learnt a lot from the ball stool. It was very, very educational to bring me in skills to go with the boxing and get out of ball stool and, you know what I mean, survive. I've done so many different things and continue to do a lot of different things. So you just got to give thank God every day. I just keep pecking, you know, just a ducker and diver. Yeah,
well, right now I want to thank Frank because I'm driving a gorgeous car because of you. This is the first time I've been behind the wheel in a Bentley, mate. It's amazing. So why am I in a Bentley?
Always wanted to get a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, you know what I mean? It's a dream car to get. When I started boxing, I always dreamt that I would like to get a Bentley. And when I won the World Championship against Oliver McCall, Frank Brown said if I beat Oliver McCall, he'd get me a Bentley, and he kept stuck to his word. And
what was it like to drive your dream car? What was that feeling actually like?
It was a wicked feeling, the power in the car, the smell of the car, the gadgets. They've upgraded since, you know what I mean, I got the Bentley, but the Bentley's always nice to get. Yeah. Very, very nice feeling.
How old were you when you got that first title as an amateur boxer?
18 I was the youngest one to get it. And it was the youngest one today. No one's broke the record.
Really?
Left school at 16.
What year was that?
1980.
Man.
Yeah. It's a nice achievement to have, but anybody what has a goal out there, some people say you can't do nothing, but if you focus, concentrate, work very, very hard, you gotta have a little bit of luck on your side, or you make the luck by working the extra harder. It's a nice feeling. Yeah.
Is that where that chant first started? And by that chant, I'm sure you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Bruno. Is that where that started, or did that come when you became
Bruno? You know what I mean?
Did the chant begin when you became professional, or was it when you were an amateur?
I think a little bit as an amateur, but it progressed. You know what I mean? When you turn professional, you know what I mean? It's a nice feeling. But when you go into boxing, you don't really hear. You might hear it in the background. You're just concentrating on the opponent, you know, because when you go in the boxing ring, the opponent don't come in there to make you a cup of tea or make you some cool meal porridge or anything like that. They go to do you some damage. You know?
No kidding.
You just got to focus, concentrate, and the job in hand.
What would you say the highlights of your career actually are? Because there's so many moments that flash to my mind as a fan when I think about you and I think about your time in the ring. But what would you say the best moments were?
I had 45 fights, lost 5 to world champions. I got to go the Bone Crusher Smith, the Tim Witherspoon, the Jumbo Cummins, the Mike Tyson, the Lennox Lewis. All of my fights, you know what I mean, it brings a little highlight of my career, you know, even the ones that I lost, because sometimes in life you can't always win. Yeah. You got to know what it's like to go through rough times and to get a beating, to go down and be down and pick yourself up again and build yourself up to what you want to get to, you know? So I had a good, interesting career.
Interesting is one way to shape it, man, because it's incredible. I mean, 40-5, that's an incredible record.
I mustn't really grumble, you know what I mean? I had a good innings and I actually achieved my dream when I was about 35, but I've been retired 24 years ago and I've been ducking and diving and do after dinner speaking and meet a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And in them times I've been through ups and downs through lives, married breakups and having 4 kids and whatever. So it comes with its minuses and it comes with its pluses, but I'm in a good place at the moment and I feel very, very happy and very, very contented and chilled, you know?
Yeah. So you're clearly in a good place. I mean, you just said it yourself.
Yeah.
But there were points when things weren't as easy.
Yeah.
And when things got difficult. What do you think it was now in hindsight that took you to probably the darker places in terms of your mental health? What was it that really pulled you off track?
I think when I got divorced, it weren't very, very nice. Anybody going through a divorce through their life and ups and downs, and I went through a bad patch, you know what I mean? When I finished from boxing, because I didn't know how to handle life after boxing. When I was boxing, I was all over the place. I was in training camps, getting myself fit, mentally fit, physically fit. You know what I mean? You know, going away to your training camp for 2 months and missing your kids and having about 4 different sparring partners coming at you trying to knock your head off and whatever. You know, I'm going through all that and then finishing that and not much to do, retired at 35, it can make you go through a depression, you know?
How did you get to the point where you were actually sectioned?
How did I get to the point where I was sectioned? I just had a breakdown, you know what I mean? Just the kettle was overboiling and I got sectioned and it was all publicised all over the place, on the news, on the television, on the radio.
So tough,
and
man.
It was very, very tough, but sometimes life goes like that, you know? You got to duck and dive and juggle with what the blows, what sometimes comes your way. You can't have it good all the time. Sometimes you've got to go through bad patches, you know? But I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and I can vouch for people with mental health. There can be light at the end of the tunnel if you focus, concentrate, and look after yourself a little bit more better. I've got a health farm near me, Champley's what I go to regular. I go to the gym. I try and get regular massages, eat right, sleep right, and look after myself a little bit more better. I'm 57 now. 58 this year, so as you get more older, you with a sudden father's time. Because we're here today and gone tomorrow. While you're here, just try and look after yourself, be grateful, be contented, and just peck along, you know? There's some wicked houses around.
Yeah,
there.
I was just thinking that too, it's nice. You're looking good for 57, Frank.
At the end of the day, I try and look after myself, and I'm in a good place at the moment.
Nah, you are looking after yourself.
Sure.
Your biceps are bigger than my head, mate. Look at that. They're huge. Look at the size of them.
Nah,
it's ridiculous.
They used to be bigger, so but they're shrunk.
Yeah, what am I doing wrong, Frank? I need some help. Why do you think it is that you're one of the first sportsmen to openly talk about struggling with mental health?
I don't really know, you know. I mean, talking about mental health, years ago, you couldn't really talk about someone's mental health. They said it was in the family, they thought that he was a nutter. You could say that you're going through a bad time, you're struggling a little bit. But now, I think people are changing, being more sympathetic and understanding and coming out a little bit more and talking about it rather than hiding it inside, you know? And being very, very honest about it, you know what I mean? How they're feeling.
Yeah.
And it's getting much more better, and there's places that people could go and help that people can go to. The most important help is talking about it.
Of course,
and getting it off your plate and explaining it and discussing it.
Yeah, and in talking about it, you can really help other people, I imagine.
Yeah,
right?
because everybody feels shy or feels shameful to admit that they're going through a rough time, and we all do. You know what I mean? It happens to everybody. You know, it's death in the family, marriage breakup, can't pay the mortgage, relationship issues, something's happened to one of your uncles or aunties in the family. It's all pressure. Some people can't handle pressure. Every day there's some sort of like drama what goes on in people's life, you know?
Well, with everything that you've learned in terms of dealing with your own mental health issues and also helping other people through your own experiences, what has it led to? Because I've noticed that little white band on your wrist, and I have a feeling that's got something to do with what it's all led to.
I'm trying to do a Bruno Foundation to help people do non-contact boxing, the well-being classes, and having places that someone can go to discuss their problems and just help others, you know what I mean, with their mental health. And I've been through it, been sectioned 3 times and been through the liquid cosh or whatever they want to call it, been through it, and I've come out the other side. And talking is one of the most important things. Well-being and going and have a little structure in your life or trying to look after yourself, you know, because one of the most important things that people don't do is look after themselves. You gotta have a little bit of fitness, have a little bit of exercise, a little bit of structure in your life. And if someone's been through a bad time, they can use their experience to pass it on. That's what the Bruno Foundation wants to do.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing, but it's simple, but it's amazing. But to have somewhere that someone could go to and chat to someone who's been through a good ups and downs days and bad things that's happened to him, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, you know what I mean? If you structure yourself in the right sort of way.
Yeah. It seems to me as though through everything you've experienced, you've got so much that you want to share.
Yeah.
How are you sharing some of these experiences?
There's a lot of people that I meet, you know, a lot of different schools I go to, prisons and social media talking and after dinner speaking and all different things. I got a doctorate the other day from Bournemouth University. Is a nice touch what they've done for me, you know what I mean? But I've been through a lot of experience, good and bad, so I go to a lot of places and spreading my experience around and people can understand they've been there themselves.
So you're Dr. Franklin Bruno now?
Doctor. Wicked.
And now, correct if I'm wrong, but you've got an MBE as well, right?
Yeah, I've got an MBE as well, yeah.
I mean, the accolades just stack up. It's not bad going, do you know what I mean? A world champion, doctorate, MBE, it's pretty incredible.
It's just letters after your name, but it makes no difference in the personality and the structure, the love that you show out of people, you know. I'm just no more better than anybody out there, just juggling, just hustling to get put food on the table for myself and the family and whatever, you know.
Yeah, you've had one hell of a journey and one hell of an experience, and for you to be so open and share so much of your personal experience with me, it's a beautiful thing. So
thank you.
Thank you for being so honest and
so
problem,
Reggie. Look after yourself, sir.
Yeah, you too, man. Take care.
Safe journey, sir.
Bye, buddy.
Cheers.
So I spent the day driving around in a Bentley, a sentence I didn't think I'd be saying at any point soon, and it's just become glaringly obvious to me that my zipper might scratch the bonnet. If there's a scratch, don't tell anyone. For more videos like this, hit like and subscribe, and pray that I'm not going to pay to have this repainted.
No, you did not. I did. Next time I'll be with 1/5 of one of the biggest bands in the world ever. I'll be sharing the car with Melanie C from the Spice Girls.
What was that, sorry, Frank?
You know what I mean, Reggie?